I'm Stephen Newman and welcome to InTection, the tech review and knowledge channel. Today we're going to be reviewing the Bose Quiet Comfort 25 noise cancelling headphones. Hi, welcome back. Yeah, today we're going to be reviewing the Bose Quiet Comfort 25 noise cancelling headphones. This is not an unboxing review, but a long-term review, as I've owned these for over 6 months now. And in fact, I've used these for over 20 hours on one battery, the battery that came with it. I bought these from Amazon for £269. I looked everywhere to try and get them as a sale, but you just don't seem to find them on sale anywhere. I guess they hold their price. And I was able to get, however, the limited edition version of these headphones, which, as far as I can tell, the only difference between the standard version and the limited edition version is the colour, so the colour of the ear pads. And so when you order yours, I don't know if there's any limited editions left, but there's not really any difference between the ones I'm going to be showing you today. These headphones come with a really good hard case for storage, which is quite solid, and it has an elasticated pocket on the back, which I guess you could put things in. Don't know what, but as you can see, it's quite stretchy, and I don't know what you would do, boarding pass, that kind of thing, but that's what you've got there. I'm sure you guys will figure out something to put in this. So I must say that I've not found anything but I don't do much travelling myself, so that's the reason why I probably haven't thought about putting anything in there. Okay, so the case itself. So let's look at the case. So it has a handy little loop at the top, which I guess you can attach to something. Well, don't know what, but there you go. It also has a really nice zip. So it has a single zip to secure it. Okay, it's got a really nice velvet interior. So velvet-like is the best way to explain. It's really nice, but it does pick up pet hair and dirt and dust and so forth. Okay, so what we do is we just take the headphones out for now, and I'll go through those in a moment. Okay, so the case itself, at the bottom of the case there is a design, and this design is etched into the velvet material, which shows you how to fold the headphones up for easy storage. So that's good. On the corner, the only other thing of note in this case is there's a little storage area on the corner, just there, so you can see the storage area. And in there you have a place to hold a Bose branded Airline audio adapter, which we put back, and also a spare AAA battery. We'll talk about this a little bit later, but yeah, AAA battery. Let's put that in there. So, which is it? And that is all there is on the case. Now, the case is solid, but it's only for really solid being knocked around in your luggage, that kind of solid. I wouldn't try and do anything robust with it. It has no IPS rating to speak of, and it is not waterproof. So that's the case. But it's nice to have a case, and you can buy upgraded cases for these headphones on Amazon. So I'll put that aside. So let's talk about the headphones. So the headphones themselves. So these are the limited edition versions. So let's have a look at these. So a really nice design. They're quite light. They're made out of a durable, very solid plastic, apart from the edge of the cans, which are made out of a metal material. So I couldn't tell you what metal, and there's not much to them as far as controls and everything else is concerned. But as you can see, just in case for some of us who don't know our left from our right, you have these handy little left and R's in them, so that's fair enough. So let's move these over here. Okay, so the next thing of note is these wonderful cushions. Now they're made out of a faux kind of leather and really soft, very, very soft. And this is the bit where you get the colour choice. You can choose various colours of these, and the base colour of the headphones and the colour of the earphones, and there's a number of different choices out there that you should find something that suits you. But these are very comfortable. If you wear these for long periods, I have not found a discomfort at all. They have breathing holes in them just around the edges. You can't really see them that easily, but they're just under, let's have a look, just under there. So let's have a look. Yeah. But yeah, so we've got some breathing holes. And I've worn these for watching a number of movies and so on, and this has been really good. So absolutely no discomfort at all. The headband, again, it's adjustable like most headphones, very adjustable and very comfortable headpiece at the top. And again, you can swivel the headphones, but only a certain way. Control wise, what is there on the headphones? There is only on the headphones a single control on this side, and that is the power button. It's a slide variety, and you have a little red dot when it's off, and when you switch it on, which we'll do now, you get a tiny, I don't know if you can see that, but you get a tiny green light which just replaces where I think the studio lights are too bright for this, but a tiny green light that shows there. So, and that light also gives you an indication, if you read through the manual, on the state of the batteries that are in the unit. So that's the only control on the headphones. If we now move on to the cable, now these are the wired variety of headphones, and they come, when you order them, you have to decide what kind of device you're working with. Now, because they slightly change the tip and the way the controls are wired depending on the device. At the moment, when I've ordered these, I've seen they have iOS and Android versions of this, and again, it's the same device. It's just got a slightly different tip and a slightly different remote control wiring. So onto the cable itself. So the cable, really sturdy, very long. It's long enough if you're going to use it for an iPhone or an iPad, that kind of thing, or an Android tablet. So it's not too long to mean that you're going to drag it around. It's very sturdy. It's the kind that tries to avoid to get kinked, so it has a little bit of memory in it, as you can see. It tries to avoid. I wouldn't suggest it's going to always avoid it, but that's the cable. On the cable itself, you have a remote control. So the remote control is the wired variety. It's quite limited in what you can do. You can play and pause a track, which is convenient. So if you've got your phone in your pocket, you can play and pause. Yep. And you also have a volume control. So, you know, plus and minus volume. That's it. That's the only controls on there. However, as this is primarily designed to work with devices like Android phones and Apple phones, it also has a handy microphone. So there is a microphone on the back of the remote, which then extends the usability of this device, not just from listening to music. You can take and make calls, do Skype calls, that kind of thing. So really handy. So I've used this a lot, and when I've spoken to people on the phone via this, they say that the audio quality is excellent. I've never been on the receiving end, but all my friends say that the audio quality is excellent on this. Okay, so now one other thing to note about the cable. So the cable is removable. So obviously you don't want to get this confused and put the wrong end in. It won't let you. But the cable is removable, which doesn't mean these suddenly are now wireless. The reason that you can remove them, well, two reasons that I can think of. One I know, one will be perhaps you could buy a spare cable for iOS or Android the other way. But more importantly, the main reason for this is so that you can have these as just noise cancelling devices. So put them on without any audio, like so, and the noise cancelling circuits will work and you'll be okay, and you can use them like that. Again, you get no audio, and that's it. But let's talk about the noise cancelling performance of these. So I've tried a number of different makes of noise cancelling headphones over the years, from in-ear varieties. I've got all different ones, and I've always kept away from using or purchasing, to be honest with you, a high-end noise cancelling set of headphones. The main reason is you tend to sacrifice audio quality when you have noise cancelling, because there's a lot of processing going on. And I thought, well, if I'm going to spend the kind of money that you would to purchase these, then I'd rather spend it on some headphones that were that have better audio quality, rather than necessarily having a good noise cancelling, and it felt like a waste of money. Anyway, I decided to purchase these because I've sort of always wanted them, to see what they were like, and I have not been disappointed. The noise cancelling on these is excellent. In fact, in some ways it's too good. So you can wear these because of the comfort. You can wear these for an extended period of time. And you know, sometimes you might be sitting in a living room with your family and they're watching one thing on the TV and somebody's texting on another device. And I've decided to watch a film off my tablet and I'm wearing these, and someone taps me on the shoulder. I have no idea they've been talking to me, because these are so good, I just can't hear anything around. So that's, you know, if you're one of these people that likes to keep an ear on what's going on around you, then these are probably not for you. However, if noise cancelling is important, you commute on an airplane, and you hear that constant drone of noise and so forth, these are great, these are brilliant. But if you like to keep in touch with what's going on around you, probably not for you. Sound quality. So the other thing is, apart from noise cancellation, like I said earlier, there's always a risk that you get excellent noise cancellation and you end up with a device that is less than good on audio reproduction. Now, I am not an audiophile, so you know, I cannot talk about different frequencies and what's good and what's bad, because that's not me. However, I do appreciate good sound, and especially I like his good low sound, low quality. When I say low quality, sorry, low frequency sounds. So I do appreciate that, and good clear middle and high ranges, which is hard to do. You usually find headphones that are good at one end of the scale or good at the other end of the scale. Very rarely do you find something that works all the way through. So with these, I can honestly say that they are really good. So as far as audio reproduction is concerned, the sound quality is excellent, and they're not reference headphones. I have some of those as well, but for your daily driver, so to speak, the headphones that you're going to wear on a daily basis, these are really good. Watching movies, if you're commuting, that kind of thing, these are excellent. So battery life. Now, I mentioned at the beginning of this video that these run off of a single AAA battery, and there is quite a fiddly battery compartment which is just here. So you can see that, so just here, so it's just there. And if there's a little catch, a knack to it, and it always takes and comes off easy. And in there you have a single battery. So they are supplied with a set of 2 batteries. I'll just close that, and that is it. That one battery on the manufacturer's website should last around 30 hours. As I said, I've used these for about 20 hours and I found them really good, and I'll be honest with you, they're excellent. I don't use them for commuting anymore. I changed my job and it means I don't commute. So I couldn't tell you so much what they're like on a commute. However, if you're in a noisy environment or there's a lot of noise going on behind the scenes, these are brilliant if you want to be transferred into the movie as opposed to watching the movie from the outskirts. So if you're watching a movie or something like that and you want to hear no distractions, these are brilliant. So okay, so I showed you earlier the case. So when I was talking about putting them in, really easy to fold them up. So if you want to put them in, let's connect the cable back in again. We connect the cable. So the way you put them in, you just fold that like that. So there you go. Simple, put them like that, put them in a cable, put them in a case rather, and then you can fold them up like so. And that is all there is to the Bose Quiet Comfort 25 noise cancelling wide headphones. So thank you very much for listening. I really appreciate your time. This is my first go at YouTubing, so I appreciate any comments, and please subscribe and come back and watch my next videos. Once again, thanks very much. Steve Newman from Intention.